Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Class of Kings. And a brand new year, a brand new start, and Happy New Year to all of you who stepped. We all stepped to 2026, and so many things to do this year, so many expectations, and this is your O level year, you know. So let's be ready for this, right? And a warm welcome once again to the Class of Kings, O level history in English medium, right? Okay. So, can I see the new joiners today? Can I see their hands, please? New joiners, those who are not continuing the class, those who joined us for the first day, those who are not from the grade 10 class. Can I see hands, please? Yeah. Okay. We're expecting more students to join in the coming minutes. Okay. I hope you all can hear me. Admin, please confirm if everything is working perfect. Yeah. Before we get started, right? All the technical stuff is perfect, I believe, right? Okay, new joiners, thank you for joining us today. And this is the free seminar, introduction seminar that we're going to have today. And we're going to start lesson number 1 today as well, right? So I will tell you the agenda for today before we get started, okay? So if you don't know our YouTube channel, you can just click on the live stream link and go, and don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel. We have more than 3,500 subscribers right now, and the channel has been for quite some time, right? We started the channel in I started this channel in 2020 during COVID, lockdown. So this has, we are doing exclusive history content right now, and I invite you all to be part of the channel as well, right? Most of the students are basically coming from the channel, even though we have a lot of students this time coming through the Facebook advertising campaign, right? Okay. All right. So Pude, I can see a lot of names. Thank you so much, and I can also see some phone names. So can you all please rename yourself with your first name? That's fine. So please rename yourself. Don't let your phone names be your names. I see Google Pixels, Apple iPhones. Yeah. We know you have the best phones in the world, but we love your name more than that, right? Okay. So please rename yourself. Okay. Yeah. English is better. All right. So let's get started without further ado. And like I said before, um, we're gonna discuss the agenda for today, and then I'm gonna start with the introduction to this class and myself and everything. Right? Okay. So this is like a brand new class. I will tell you why. The old students that we are having who are continuing from grade 10. Okay, it's gonna be a brand new start for you as well, right? Because this year has a lot of things to offer, and I will tell you one by one, right, when the time comes. Okay, right. So the agenda is pretty straightforward. It's a simple agenda for today. In the first hour today, we will discuss about our plan, about the class, the history of the class. Okay, and myself a little bit, yeah, maybe, and the results. Okay, the results that we have produced. Okay, I'm gonna show you them as well. Last time we produced the best results. Almost 60% of our students got A passes last year, and I will tell you about the classes and this year as well. Plus, we are going to discuss about um a very important thing, that is the paper structure. Okay, the structure of the paper, and we will set our targets. Setting targets. Okay, let's set our O level targets. Let's set our O level history target, and let's set our paper structure, and according to that, how many marks we are looking to score to get that A pass. Okay, I believe that all of you here right now in this meeting logged in because you need an A pass for history. If you don't need an A pass for any reason, if you don't need an A pass for history, or if you have no idea about studying history properly, or if you don't want to waste my time and your time, please log out now, right? You will save your time, you will save my time as well. Yeah, all right. If you don't want an A pass, please leave the class, right? Please, yeah. because we need students who are committed. We need students who are ready to give some extra effort, ready to win the race. Okay, we need students who are ready. I mean, winning or not winning, that's a different story. Okay, but you need to have a motivation, right? So you need to have that target of getting that A pass. And if you are that person, this class is for you. If you don't want an A pass, if you are just looking to pass history with a C pass or something like that, there's a lot of online resources that you can learn. You can save tons of money, and you can, yeah, you can study on your own, maybe C pass or S pass. A pass is the class of kings. Okay, so if you are not serious about history, don't waste your time, don't waste my time. Yeah, you know what to do next. Okay, just click the logout button. All right, then this is our agenda, and then that is for the first hour. And after that we will talk about the paper. Okay, sorry, my bad. We're going to start the lesson. Okay, unit number 1, industrial revolution. Right, we're going to get a quick start, we're going to get a kick start to unit number 1 as well today. But before that, there are a few things that we need to discuss before we get started for the year, right? We can't straight away, hop into the lessons, but we have a lot of motivation stuff and everything, and we need to show you that where we are going and where we have been, where we have come so far, and where we are going to take you in the next few months and in the next year, in this year, right? So I want to discuss about that as well. Okay, so thank you all for joining us once again, right? Okay. And the history of this class, this class is an online class, right? And right now, as I speak, I'm out of the country. I'm in the Maldives, but I will be coming back to Sri Lanka next month. That's the good news for this year. So I will be moving back to Sri Lanka. For the past 2 years, for the past 2.5 years, I have been doing this class mostly from the sunny side of the world, which is Maldives. Somebody can say that I was on a permanent vacation. Right now, it's time to give up the vacation and come back to Sri Lanka. That is, I make this move for my family and my career. So many other things to discuss. Okay, we will discuss in the coming months. Physical classes, physical seminars. Yeah, all are planned. I will let you know, right? Whatever is gonna happen in the next couple of months, right? Okay. So I'm excited to come back to Sri Lanka, of course, but it was a permanent vacation for me, almost, right? Staying in the Maldives, but I was traveling frequently. You might have noticed every 3 months, every 2 months, I come to Sri Lanka. But the classes have been exclusively online. I was doing only online classes. But yeah, starting next month, let's see if we can do some workshops in different cities. Okay, Colombo, Kandy, looking at Colombo, Kandy mainly. Yeah, let's see. All right. So, but the online classes are here to stay, like I said. And we started this online class in 2021. Okay. And you are the 6th batch of this class. Okay. Right now we have the 2025 batch going on, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 now going on, and next month they will be taking the exam, and you are the 6th batch of the online class, right? I started this class with one student, just one student, and this time we have more than 100 students taking the exam this year. Okay, next month, right? And as we speak, this class is continuing from grade 10, and we have almost 50 students who are in this class right now. And on top of that, the free seminar is open to everybody. So we created a group, and we added the new joiners who are here today to that. And hopefully there are about 40 new joiners. So some of them personally texted me that they won't be able to come due to other commitments. And we will be sharing the recording over there as well. And this is basically the live stream is live and public on YouTube right now. So this is the first time that we are going public and live on YouTube. Okay, we have been uploading many things in the past, but this is for the first time that we are having a live stream like this public, okay, in YouTube. So I'm excited for this as well, right? It is the first time for me, right? Okay, so like I said today, for the past 4 years, for the past 5 years, right, we have produced some of the best results, I would say, in the country, not only in terms of history, but I feel like in terms of any class which has more than 50 students normally, more than half of our students were getting A passes. And if you combine the A passes and the B passes that we have in our class, that is around 75 to 80%, meaning that every 8 students out of the 10 students that we have in this class are either getting A passes or B passes. But then again, let me tell you the numbers for this year. We have 43 A passes last year, right? 2024 levels. 43 A passes, 15 B passes, 15 or 16, 13 C passes, okay, and 3 or 4 S passes, just a couple of S passes, just few C passes, and most of the students were getting A's and B's. Okay, there's a reason for that. That is why we have named this class the class of kings. You will know this. You might not know everything today. Today might not be enough for you to learn the full story of this class and the full picture, but you will know for sure in the coming months the difference of our class and our program. Okay, what we look to offer and what we have to offer, and the way we do things are totally different from other online classes or even physical classes. So you will come to know what real learning is and what real motivation is, how to really get to your targets. Okay, I'm going to teach you, I'm going to take you on that journey starting today, right? Okay, so grade 10 students might be excited as well today. Okay, it's a brand new start. It's a totally different start because this is a very serious year, right? This is grade 11 Pute. This is no joke. All right. So you are in the second year. It's like in the second year of a diploma, the final year of a diploma. O level is like a diploma. Okay. O level is a 2-year diploma kind of a program. O level starts from grade 10, unit number 1. That is where your O level started. Even though you ignored everything that happened in grade 10, even though you were playing around and you were not serious at all, 60% Pute, 60% of your O level papers, all subjects will be from grade 10 that you just ignored. So be ready for some serious action in the coming months. And those who have been playing around, try to get back on track by May, June this year. That should be your target. Okay. So I just told you about the history of the class. I will show you some results and the breakdowns and the charts and everything later. Okay. So I feel like that's enough. Okay. And like I said, I started this online class in 2021. And before that, I have been a international school teacher. Okay. I was teaching history in a few international schools in Colombo. I don't we don't promote those schools, so I don't want to say names. Normally that is not ethical as well. And I have been a visiting lecturer for certain international schools, but in 2022, with me completing my master's degree, I gave up teaching in international schools. I'm not a school teacher anymore, but I'm a commercial teacher. I'm a professional tutor now, right? I'm a professional tuition teacher, you can say. Yeah, so I do only tuition now, right? So I'm focused on that, and O level history is the only subject that I do, and we have enough students in the classes, of course, 100 plus in the ongoing batch, then 50 plus in this, then more in the grade 10 class, and last year we started a grade 7 class as well, 25 some students there. So I mean, I'm okay, and I have a career also apart from this. I work in a uh, in a company, right? Okay, so then apart from that, yeah, you will get to know more about me, right, in the coming months, right? Okay, so that is a little bit about myself, and I studied my A levels in DSNNI College in Colombo, and my O levels was in Ashoka Vidyalaya in Colombo. Yeah, and my first school. You never forget your past. අර මුල අමතක කරන්න ඕනේ නැහැ කියලා කියන්නේ මුල අමතක කරන්න හොඳ නැහැ. So my first school was President's College in Homagam. I was born and bred there, and after grade 5, I passed my scholarships and then moved to Colombo schools, and then after my O level results, which was 8 days, I was able to go to my dream school. DSNNI College was my dream school since my childhood, so I was able to achieve my dreams, yeah, in terms of joining my dream school, right? So more about it later. And so Pute, we will move on to the next part. I believe that's enough about the history of the class. And if you have any questions, please ask, right? Please feel free. You can unmute, but I expect you all to keep yourself muted unless you are talking. Okay, so if you want to talk, no problem, right? You are welcome. We can talk. Okay, so the results are, the results for the past few years. Past few years in the sense that we started with one student and we ended with 28 students, 28, 30 in the first year. Then next year it was around 50 students. So out of the 28 students, 14 got A passes, 14 or 15, yeah, got A passes. Then in the second year, we had about 50 students. So the A passes were 24, 25, something like that. Then after that, the class kept growing, 70 students, 80 students. Now it has come to 100 students. Every year we have a steady growth in terms of numbers. And we don't advertise so much. The class mostly it's been the YouTube channel, and once in a while we run Facebook campaigns. That is how you came to know. But most of you just randomly clicked the Facebook post that we posted and boosted. But most of you don't know our YouTube channel. If you know our YouTube channel, you had a wish that you found our class earlier, right? Like many students have done. So yeah, better late than never, they say, right? At least you found me. So let's get started with the journey. Okay, right. So before we discuss about the paper structure, Uday, let's quickly discuss about your O levels, right? This year. Okay, so like I said before, you are in the second year of your O levels, right? This is a serious year. So like I said, you've been playing around for grade 10, all around grade 10, but it is time to be serious a little bit, starting now, and then start focusing on the missed out stuff and gradually getting back on track. Don't wait till the last moment. Miracles don't happen in the last moment, right? Nobody's gonna come and save you in the last moment. It is you who will work hard, who will come to save you, right? That will be your savior end of the day. So grade 11 and O levels, you have the 9 subjects now altogether, and you have 6 main subjects. Yeah, who can tell me the 6 main subjects? Yes, somebody? It's time to talk now. Yeah, new students, I would love if new students can unmute and talk today. Appreciate it. Main subjects in your levels. What are the 6 main subjects? There are 6 main subjects, and there are how many basket subjects today? Optional basket?
3.
3. Oh, right, 3. Yeah. Okay. So what are the 6 main subjects today?
English.
Yeah, continue. I'll type it. You tell me.
English.
English, your favorite subject, the most difficult subject that you have?
Singular.
Sinhala. Oh, Sinhala is your favorite subject. I'm sorry. Sinhala is not, English is not your favorite subject. Sinhala is your favorite subject, yes?
History.
And Sinhala literature.
History.
Sinhala literature is your favorite subject. I know you score 100 out of 100 all the time. Yes.
Sir, history.
History is one of the main subjects. Okay, that's why we are here. That's why we are in this class. Otherwise, we won't be doing classes like this. We won't grow as a class also. It is because history is one of the subjects that we have done this. Of course, maths.
Science.
Science. Okay, very good. All right.
Religion.
Finally, you found some rhythm.
Religion.
So these are the 6 main subjects in O levels, right? There's no skipping these subjects today. And normally, under normal circumstances, if you fail any of these subjects, we consider that you failed your O levels. Yeah, you cannot fail any one of these subjects. You must pass all these 6 main subjects for us to consider that you passed your O levels. Okay, remember that very well. Basket subjects, whether you can pass or you can ignore. I mean, you know the reason for that, right? Like, I mean, they're optional. Okay, end of the day, you can also skip them altogether. You don't have to do them also, but you are doing it for the sake of it and for some extra knowledge that certain technical subjects like commerce or we call it business and accounting studies and those kind of subjects, you are taking it, and the aesthetic subject, those are for your knowledge and for your experience and yeah, those kind of things. But actually, the 6 main subjects are these 6, right? And if you fail any of these subjects, we cannot consider you as you have passed your O levels, even though, like, for example, certain scenarios, okay, some students fail maths, for example, right? Then, but they are still allowed to do A levels in some schools, but with a promise that they will take maths again and pass in the next attempt, like this. Okay, so there are scenarios like this. So it is very important that you focus on the 6 main subjects, and this is why we are here, because history is one of the 6 main subjects so far. And there are talks that after 2029 is going to change, but let's see, right? But not for you, unfortunately. Okay, so for you it's going to be history as a main subject. That is why you are here, because you are a little scared. Your marks have declined a little bit. That is why you are here end of the day. And my duty is to lift you up, right? We'll do that in a few months. You will see your results going up, right? Yeah, guaranteed. If you are scoring 50 in your school now, within 3 to 4 months per day is going to be 70, provided that you do our work according to our plan, right? It is guaranteed. Okay, end of the day, this is what we have been doing for the past 5 years, and we are not joking, right? Okay, so history is one of the main subjects. Okay, and before we discuss the paper, we'll come to the paper, but I want to tell you one thing, right? The syllabus. So history Pute, we have 2 textbooks, 2 grades, grade 10 and grade 11. Grade 10 Pute, we have 10 units in total. 10 units in total. Okay. And grade 11, anybody? How many units? 8 units. Okay. From here itself, you can see that grade 10 has more weight. If you put them in a balance, grade 10 leans, grade 10 moves down, right? Grade 10 has more weight. The meaning of that is more questions might come from grade 10. That is what we are looking at. That is why we are focused on history. And my duty is to get you there. And one of the main features of our class is that grade 11 students can come to the grade 10 class that is starting from tomorrow for free. No extra cost, nothing. You only pay for the grade 11 class, and you get to come to the grade 10 class throughout the year for free. And all the hanky panky that was going on last year with grade 10 stuff that you couldn't catch up, that you are so like busy and you couldn't catch up anything in grade 10, right? You didn't understand many units, yes, and you lost somewhere in between. Yeah, that's why you are here, right? End of the day, if you are perfect, scoring 90 plus, you wouldn't come here, right? End of the day, let's be honest. Yeah, but I'll give you one more chance. Okay, you can come to the grade 10 class. Let's start over from the beginning. No charges, nothing. You only pay for the grade 11 class, but grade 10 class is free for you. You can cover that gradually. Okay, starting tomorrow, 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock, right? Let me know if you need the link. And there's another option. We have all the recordings from the previous year that we did. Okay, and when you are free, if you are motivated, yeah, if you are a gamma yeah, gamma in the new year, that's the O-level year, final year in O-levels, then you can go through all the recordings at a stretch. By March, April, you can finish it. Okay, and read in the tudes and everything. I'll give you a plan. Okay, I'm going to give you a plan. We always have plans for everybody. So I will give you the plan on what to do where you are and what to do and what to do in the next few months. And yeah, study plans and everything. We will discuss in this class, Pute. We will set our plans. We will set our targets. We'll do everything. Okay. Yeah, in the coming months. Don't worry. So 10 units from grade 10, 8 units from grade 11. Okay. So out of these 10 units, Pute, they have unit number 9 here in grade 10. Anybody remember the topic? Seniors?
Renaissance.
Renaissance. Okay. Or Renaissance in Europe. Renaissance is unit number 9. And in grade 11, Pute, we have 3 units. Unit number 1, Industrial Revolution. And we have unit number 7, Significant Revolutions in the World. And we have unit number 8 called World Wars and Conventions. These 4 units that I just mentioned, 1 from grade 10 and 3 from grade 11, they are world history units. Today also we're going to start this today, and that's going to be a world history unit. Okay. So there are altogether 18 units. 18 units in total for your O-level syllabus in the 2 years. 14 units are from Sri Lankan history, SL history. Then 4 units are from world history, okay? Yeah, WH, world history. 14 from SL history, more weight is from Sri Lanka's history, but still 4 units are from world history, okay? Yeah, so that's a big proportion, like almost 25%, almost, yeah, something around that, more than 20%, okay? Of your syllabus is from world history, right? So today we're going to start the second world history unit in your syllabus, which is Industrial Revolution, okay? Yeah, once we discuss about the paper, we'll get there, right? Okay. So this is what you should know about the syllabus mainly, and we will go through these units, everything one by one, right? Okay. Now, you need to know the paper, okay? The paper, the structure of the paper. So the structure of the paper, you have 2 papers in your levels. Paper number 1, which is called the MCQ paper, and paper number 2, which is called the written paper. Okay, written paper, or there some can call it the essay paper. Yeah, written paper or the essay type paper, but not all in the written paper are essays. There are structures based on that, right? We are going to show you now, right? Okay, so I have always reserved to discuss the setting of the targets for that A pass on the first day of grade 11, okay? Because grade 10 is, we don't normally discuss in grade 10 these things, because you are a, yeah, you are too I would say naive, or little, too playful in grade 10. So I let you play around in grade 10, but right now you are, I believe, in January you felt a little bit serious, isn't it? Is it so? You felt like you are little, growing up now. You feel like you are a little more responsible in January when you stepped into grade 11. Is it true or no, brother? Yeah, tell me. Did you feel like something in January? I'm now in grade 11. මම දැන් 11 වසරේ යනකොට පොඩි ආවද නිකම් මේක? Yeah, true or no? Yes or no? Yeah, little bit serious.
Yes, sir.
Every year you feel that, right? Yeah, every year you're like, I'm gonna start the year with a bang, and I'm gonna think about my health, I'm gonna work so hard, I'm gonna study well, and yeah, every year it's there. But like this year is a little special, right? Because you know that you're gonna face the biggest challenge in your life so far. That is the biggest challenge in your life you're gonna face this year so far. You will have bigger challenges waiting for you later, but this is going to be the biggest challenge you are facing so far in your life, right? 9 subjects, 2 years of syllabus, and a milestone. This, exam will decide where you are going in your life, whether you are doing A levels, whether you are doing foundation, whether you are going in professional paths, whatever, your dreams, this O level result will decide that. If you are going to one of the best schools in the country, maybe if you are going to a small school now, yeah, you can get 6 A passes, 7 A passes in your O levels, and go to one of the best schools in the country. Have a name for yourself, have some respect. Those are targets that we keep in this class. Okay. I personally want all my students to go to government schools for their A levels in English medium. If you are going to small international school, if you are going to a small international school, let's keep that target first. Okay. Before the paper's target, let's get 6 A passes or more in your O levels. Most of our students are now studying, our alumni, our past students, they are studying in best schools in the country, those who got more than 6 A's, 7 A's. So you can also have that target. That is the first target that we're going to keep this year, right? You're going to get more than 7 A's, 6 A's or 7 A's, and if you're going to a small school, if you're already going to a good school, good, nice, okay, fine. But if you're going to a small school, have that target, Pute. Let's do your A levels without being a burden on your parents. No need to pay fees. You can study for free. only class fees, of course, nobody will skip classes, of course. But at least that will take the burden off the shoulder of the parents for 2 years, right? That should be your target. Okay. For me, I'm very proud because I'm a proud product of the free education system in Sri Lanka. I studied in 3 government schools and I didn't have to pay any money for my studies. Okay. Only facilities costs. That's all. So I'm very proud that I am a proud product of this society and the free education system in the country, right? Okay, I didn't have to pay, only classes. Yeah, of course, tuition classes I had to pay, but not for school education. So I want, personally, I want all my students, if you are in a small school, maybe let's go to a bigger, better school, right? Like, and also like, take the burden off the shoulders of your parents for a couple of years. That is a big contribution that you can do as well, right? So let's keep that target. Yeah, think about it. Okay. Then, Budhe, coming back to the paper, we have the first paper, the MCQ paper, and we have 80 marks allocated for this. 80 marks. And we have the second paper, which is called the written paper, has got a weight of 120 marks. Okay, 80 marks here, 120 marks here. What's the total? Yeah, 200, right? So you will be getting marks out of 200 for your history. Then it will be divided by 2 to determine your final marks out of 100. Okay, yeah, later, right? It's gonna be as a percentage after that. Okay, so if you score more than 75, this is what we are aiming for. If you score more than 75, everybody should target this. Everybody in this class must target an A pass. Like I said before, if you are not targeting an A pass, you are wasting your time here. Please leave. If you are targeting an A pass, I will take you there with the right amount of work. If you are ready to sacrifice a little bit, if you are ready to work hard, we will get you there. There are 2 ways: working hard, working smart, and a mix of that. We will do a mix of that. Okay, we will work hard at the same time. I will tell you how to work smart as well, right? Okay, so this is where we are going for that 75, minimum. Our target is 75 marks, right, to get that A pass. Okay, this is where I'm taking you, right? And 65 to 74 is the B pass. Okay, that is also a very good pass, but 75 above is the distinction over the A pass. That is where we are aiming right now. Okay, so now Pute, let's take a look at the paper and set our targets. How many marks from each paper we are going to score to get the minimum, and individually we will set our goals for every section of the paper, and all while discussing the structure of the paper. Okay, so like I said before, our first hour will be dedicated for that, right? And then we will have a short break. Every hour in our class we have a short break. I believe in breaks. I worked in some of the top companies in the world, not only in Sri Lanka but in other countries as well. And I worked with many nationalities, like about people from more than 100 countries. Yeah. And I bring a lot of experience, not only in teaching but also in other fields. So I want to share with you those trainings and experience that I have from those companies and world-class training programs. So all they say is you need to have break every 1 hour normally. Yeah. That is the world standard. So we will follow world standards in terms of breaks and everything. Okay. Yeah. All right. So now we're going to set our targets here, all while discussing the structure of the paper. Okay. If you have any questions, feel free to inbox. Feel free to drop a message. Right. There's one question that can I join the grade 10 class? Of course, you are very welcome. Okay, you're always welcome. Yeah, you can join the grade 10 class starting tomorrow. No extra cost. You only have to pay for grade 11 class, but grade 10 class is open for grade 11 students. That is the benefit that you can get. There are more benefits, okay, in this class. I will take you through them one by one. Okay. Yeah. It's not the time to discuss everything today. Our time is also limited, but we are trying to do something productive today. Okay. Yeah. So let's set our goals. Like I said, you set your O-level goals now, right? Yeah. I believe that everybody have a goal of 6A passes or more. If you have a goal of less than 6A passes, put it, lift it up. Okay. Get that 6A's as a goal. Keep that 6A's minimum as a goal, right? At least you can get to 4A's, 5A's. Not everybody can get 9A's, but you can try. Nothing stops you from try. You are not going to lose an arm and leg for trying to get the 9A's. Okay. You can still try. Okay. But you want to be practical at the same time. You want to get 6A's, 7A's, no problem. Let's go for it. 4, 5A's. Okay. Lift it up. Minimum 6A's. Let's go for that. Right. Let's go for that. Let's have a plan for that. Let's go for it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So the MCQ paper Pute, has 80 marks and the duration of this paper is 1 hour. Okay, now let's break it down. I will show you the MCQ paper as well, sample. So MCQ paper is 1 hour Pute, and you have 80 marks for this, and you have 40 MCQ questions here. 40 questions. So each question has a weight of 2 marks. That is where it comes down to 80. But then again, later on, it gets divided by 2 once again, right? Out of 200. So you can say one MCQ question is 1 out of 100. Okay. So now here, out of this 40 Pute, we are looking to score a minimum of 30 correct answers. 30 out of 40 is our target. Okay, 30 out of 40. This can be the same for any subject, not only history. If you want an A pass for a subject in the MCQ Pute, you have to score 30 or more. If you score less than 30 Pute, your A pass is in danger. Let me be very clear. Your A pass is in danger. I'm not saying you cannot get it 29, 28. You have a chance, but 25 and the chance diminishes. Okay, the chance fades when you go below 30. You know what I mean? So 30 is the minimum that we are looking to score out of the 40 MCQs. 30 we need to get it right. Our students, most of our students are getting A passes, right? Our students can easily score 35 plus. Trust me. Last year, we had several students scoring 40 out of 40. But even I don't think I can also do that, right? Sometimes, okay, my goal end of the day is to make you better than me, right? If I am good at something, I want you to be better than me. Same like your parents think. Your mom, your dad wants you to be better than them, right? Your mom and your dad wants you to achieve things that they couldn't achieve. That is why they are putting so much effort, sending you to classes, providing everything from your food to from your clothes to washing powder and transport and everything, that they want you to be happy. They never asked you to bring a palace or like a vehicle or something for them, right? They never asked that, right? All they want is you to achieve much higher than them, much better things than them, and you to be happy end of the day, and you to achieve your goals. That is their dream. Similarly, as a teacher, as a genuine teacher, my dream is I want you to be better than me end of the day, right? If I do history, I want you to be better in history than me, right? Not only in history, in life also, right? So I will help you in any way that I can to lift you up to that level, right? Okay. So 35 plus is with easy money, yeah. Easy money to our students. Gameak nae kila කියන්නේ සිංහලෙන්. Yeah, gameak nae. Like a piece of cake. 35 plus is nothing to our students who are here in this class for more than 6 months. 35 plus is nothing. We will bring you high achievers, okay, in the class to talk. Ayala and Akkala will be coming time to time to talk about study plans and their results and how they achieved it, how our tutors helped them and how they studied history and other subjects also. We will bring them time to time to share their experiences, okay? Don't worry. Just let the time go, right? Yeah. When the time comes, I will do all those. So 35 plus can be the game on our students. Yeah, 36, 38. A pass is sure. 100%. Yeah, if you can score more than 30 Pute, you have a huge chance to get the A pass. So minimum we are looking to score 30 out of 40. Your target should be that. So if you do a paper today, if you are scoring 20, gradually get to 30 plus by the end of the year, by mid-year, by end of the year, your goal should be that. So I have given you clear direction now. I have given you a clear goal now. We are looking to score 30 plus in our MCQ paper. Is that understood today? Everybody understand? Yeah? Everybody got it? Shall we move on to the second paper? Everyone is silent. You're good in chatting than talking? Typing? The grade 10 class is tomorrow, every Wednesday from 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock. But the timings might adjust a little bit from next month. Might be 8:30 to 10:30 on some weeks. Okay. Yeah. I'll tell you. We'll keep you updated. Okay. Yeah. Some weeks only, like 2 weeks a month. Just a little bit here and there. Okay. Yeah. But the day won't change. Okay. Yeah. The day will be the same. All right. So the second paper, Budhe, the second paper has a weight of 120 marks. Okay. The code of the second paper is this 33E. 33 is a subject code, and E stands for English medium, and number 2 is the second paper. Okay. So second paper has a weight of 120 marks. Okay. Now the second paper has 3 parts. Part 1, part 2, and part 3. I will show you the paper later, but right now let's set our targets. Okay. Yeah. So now let's say suppose you scored 30 out of 40 in the MCQ paper. That is the minimum that we are looking to achieve. Then to get to that 75, you need to score at least 90 out of 120, right? 90 out of 120 means some mathematics for you, right? And then 30 out of 40. Sorry, 60 out of 80. No? It comes down to 60 out of 80, right? Yeah. 40 out of 30 out of 40 means 60 out of 80, right? Now you can get to that 150 out of 200. Okay. If you simplify, you get here. Then if you further simplify, divide by 2, you get 75 and make it as a percentage. Okay. So this is what we are looking to achieve, right? We need to get to that 75. In order to do that, we need to score a minimum of 90 out of 120 in the second paper. Minimum is what we are talking about. Maximum you can go 120 out of 120, no problem, right? But anyway, you are not going to go there because there are essay type questions here, and there are no perfect essays normally under normal circumstances. So you will lose a couple of marks, no problem. What we are looking to score is 90, very much doable. Okay, we're going to set our goals here now, right, for that. So this part 1 has only one question. Only one question, okay, in part 1, and that is a compulsory question. That is mandatory or compulsory. No skipping this. You can skip this. If you skip, you are losing marks. You can skip anything over there. You can skip the exam also if you don't want. You can skip history. You can stay at home on the history day. Yeah, no problem. I mean, skipping is not an option, right? So here you are not allowed to skip it. It is mandatory. If you skip, you are losing marks. And part 1 has the biggest question. Even though the question doesn't have much to write, it is, I would say, the biggest question, and the weight is huge there. So question number 1 has a weight of 30 marks. 30 marks here. Okay, 30 marks. And out of this 30 marks, it is divided like this. 12 marks for Sri Lankan map marking. Sri Lankan map, 12 places will be there. 6 marks for world map. There will be 6 places from the world map for you to mark. Then 4 each for 3 types of questions. 4 marks for 4 short questions. Short questions from random stuff from the syllabus. Short questions. Then 2 figures will give you 4 questions each. And then you can score 8 marks for the 2 figures. Okay, there are roughly around 100 figures for you to remember in the whole syllabus. And these 2 figures will be coming from those. Okay, roughly around 90 to 100 very important figures. So here we go, Pute. 12 for Sri Lankan map, 6 for world map, 4 each for other types of questions, including 8 marks total for the 2 figures, and 4 marks for some random questions from different units covering random parts in the syllabus. So here you can see that out of this 30, Pute, 18 marks is for map marking. 18 marks, that's a huge chunk, right? So that is where map marking comes in handy. Map marking is very serious business. So you must master map marking. If you cannot score well in map marking, your A pass is in danger. I personally, for the last 7 years of teaching history, I have never seen a student getting an A pass without knowing map marking properly. Trust me. So map marking is a very serious business in the second paper. If you don't have the skills in map marking, your A pass is in big danger. I have never seen a student getting an A pass who doesn't know map marking. Never. Yeah. Not in my life. I have produced so many hundreds of A passes, right? No. Not a single student did it without knowledge in map marking. So for map marking, we have a special, you know what I mean? Every month we have a special session for map marking, okay, to cover this part, right? So every month, last year we were having this, but this year we will have it on and off. So we will be discussing world map and everything in the coming months, okay? Every month we will have a session, or once in 2 months. We will gradually get you there. We will not wait till the last moment to cover all the map marking stuff. We know where we are taking, okay? We are taking you. We have the best plan in the country, no doubt. Yeah, okay. Not bragging, but facts, spitting facts, basically. Yeah, 60% A passes, no joke, right? Yeah, okay. Then out of these 18 places, we have a target. Out of these 18 places in your 2 maps, we are looking to score a minimum of 14 places right. That is our target. 14 right. Possible, possible. Right? Our students are doing this. Our students have done this. You can also do this. I'll take you there. So 14 out of 18 for map marking is what we are looking at. Okay. Then out of these questions, we can afford to do 1 or 2 mistakes. No problem. So 3, 3, 3. No problem. Okay. Let's keep some room for error. No problem. Right? Let's imagine that we are not perfect. No problem at all. So 9 marks here. So we are looking at roughly 23 out of 30. If you do the math, you can see that we are taking you there. So 14 plus 9 is 23. So 23 out of 30 marks is what we are looking at generally. If you can score more than 23, you are a winner. Okay, you are A pass. You are getting very close step by step to that A pass. You know what I mean? Yeah. So this is our target in the first question, right? Okay. And in part 2, Pute, let me bring that here. In part 2, Pute, we have 6 questions. Now this is question number 1, Pute. And the part 2 starts with question number 2, because you can't have 1 again, because you know it's a sequence, right? Question number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 6 questions like this. If you see, even though the number is 7, the total number of questions in part 2 is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 6 questions. So out of these 6 questions, Pute, you have to choose 4 questions. You have the liberty now. They're giving you a small, freedom here. In the first question, Pute, you can't skip it. No, Pute, you must answer that. If you don't answer, you lose marks. But in part 2, Pute, they are being a little flexible. They are giving you 6 questions and they are asking you to choose 4 questions. So let's say you chose 2, 3, 5, and 6. And the thing is, All these 6 questions will be from Sri Lankan history. Okay, Sri Lankan history. Okay, the 14 units that I just mentioned a while ago, the 6 questions will be from Sri Lankan history, and it will be a mix of grade 10 and 11 stuff. Normally 3 from grade 10, 3 from grade 11, or sometimes 4 from grade 10 and 2 from grade 11. Okay, because 10 units in grade 10, right? 8 units in grade 11. So you will see a little difference here. Okay, so there will be a minimum of 3 units from grade 10 minimum, and altogether you have to only answer 4 questions. Now you know why grade 10 is important, right? Like I said, okay? So 3 questions can be answered if you did your grade 10 stuff well here in part 2, which you didn't do. Now it's time to get serious and start working on the grade 10 stuff. Come to the class tomorrow and continue with that. Or watch the recordings of grade 10 and read all the tunes and get these 3 questions right. Okay, score maximum to these questions. You know the magic here now, right? Yeah, 3 questions minimum from grade 10. Sometimes it can be 4 questions also. So if you only studied grade 10, you still can score maximum in this part too. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, now I hope you are coming to your senses. Okay, so that is from Sri Lankan history. I'll take to the paper and analyze it a little more. So here each question has a weight of 18 marks. 18 marks for each question. Okay, and I will come to that later, right? 18 marks which will be broken down to different categories, right? Like I will explain the paper and I will tell you how we score and how we allocate marks for that. Some of you might already know who did past papers, but it is my duty as a teacher to assume that you don't know, right? Okay, so out of these 18 marks, the 18, 18, 18, you have 4 questions like this, right? 18 times 4 is going to be 72, right? Okay. So out of these 18 marks, we will look to score 14, 13 to 14. Let's keep it 14. Okay, which is doable, okay? Gettable. 13 also okay. But for the safe side, I will keep it as 14, okay? That is our target. To score 13 to 14, 13, 14, 13, 14, no problem. Okay. So let's say suppose you scored 14 out of 18 for these 4 questions. Okay. 1 or 2 questions you can go down to 12 and 15, like that it should compensate. Okay. Ups and downs are there, right? Some questions you will answer very, very well. You might score 17 out of 18. Some questions you might fall short a little bit, Anyway, the average must be 14 out of 18. That is what I wanted to tell you, right? Okay. Now put part 3. Part 3 has 2 questions. Question number 8 and question number 9. That is from world history. That is from world history. The 4 units I told you earlier. Grade 10 unit number 9. Grade 11 unit number 1, 7 and 8. These 2 questions will be a mix of those. Okay. From any random 2 units of the 4 units. Mostly. There are very less chances that combined units might come. But still there's a possibility. So we are not ignoring anything. We are not taking anything off the table. Everything is on the table. Everything is on our radar. Okay, right. So this is from world history. And if you know the 4 world history units, if you at least know 3, you can answer this 1 question they're asking you to answer because you have a choice here as well. So out of these 2 questions, you have to pick only 1. Okay, so if you know 3 world history units, you must be able to do this. Okay, at least, yeah, 3 world history units better. But MCQs, it will be a mix of the whole syllabus. So it is very important that you study the whole syllabus so that you can score maximum in the MCQ paper. And the more you score more than 30 in the MCQ paper, that easier it gets to go for that A pass. You know what I mean, right? So let's keep that in our minds. Okay. So here we'll do the math and see if you do the math now, you can easily get more than 75. That is our target here. Okay. No need to explain the math. You can do the math, right? So 14 out of 18 and that times 4. Do the math and see. Okay. Here also, let's say you scored 14 out of 18 for this question, right? So altogether you have 5 18 marks questions here. See, 4 plus 1, 5 18 marks questions. So 14 times 5 is going to be 70, right? 70 marks, 14 times 5 for these questions that we are looking to score. And then you scored already 23 pute, 23 in the part 1 first question. So 70 plus 23 is 93 no pute. So that is more than what we need, right? We need 90 minimum. So we are looking to achieve that, right? And then what we should do is 14 is the minimum, right? If we can go 15, 16 like this, our A pass, nobody can deny that. Nobody can deny our A pass. That is what our students have been doing and proving over the several years in our class, that they are capable, and more than 50% of our students are capable of that A pass, capable of this target that we set in the beginning of every year. So පොඩ්ඩක් හිතර ගන්න පුතේ. Yeah, take it to your minds that we are going to do this. We're going to gradually work towards this from the basics, one step at a time. No tension, no hurry, one step at a time. We're going to get you there. If you miss the grade 10 stuff, you can come to the grade 10 class. Oh, I will give you the plan to cover your grade 10 stuff, because there's no ignoring grade 10 stuff. And Pute, our target here is to finish the syllabus by August. We will do that. We will finish the syllabus in August, Pute. 8 units, 8 months. We can do it. We have done it. We will do it this year as well. And after August, Pute, we will transition to the revision and paper class. After that, Pute, revising all units from the beginning, from grade 10. Revision and paper class starting September, first week, or August, last week. Can be a little different this year. I will let you know, right? So this class will not be 2 hours. This class will be 2 hours, 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock until August. Revision and paper class is a big class. Fees won't change, but the duration of the class will increase. Sometimes two days a week or extra classes. So we will go through the syllabus quickly once again, and we will be doing a lot of papers and past papers. Okay, right. Now, the features of the class. Before we go for a break, features of this class. We will look to cover 1 unit every month. That is our target. At the end of every unit, we will do past papers. Past paper, some past papers will be discussed from every unit at the end of each unit. That is the beauty of our class. Why do we discuss past papers today? There are 2 reasons. Once we finish 1 unit, we discuss some past papers from that unit to check your knowledge, whether you absorb the unit properly, and if you answer those questions properly, you will have tremendous levels of confidence, because you have absorbed the unit well, and you can do real O-level papers at the end of each unit, meaning that you are getting confident day by day. That is one side of it. That is one reason why we are doing papers. Whatever we do in this class today, we do with a purpose. Okay, we don't have this, purposeless garbage that are going on in the class. Everything is according to a plan. Everything is crafted after, carefully analyzing, and every word that we speak in the class has a meaning to it as well, right? There's a reason behind everything that we do in this class. That's why this is called the class of kings. Okay, that is one reason why we are doing past papers. What is the other reason today? One reason is confidence and checking your knowledge. The other reason is the timing. Your exam paper is 3 hours. The second paper is 3 hours duration. I forgot to mention that. The MCQ paper is 1 hour. The second paper is 3 hours and 10 minutes. 10 minutes extra reading time, but we ignore that. In our class, we try to do it in 3 hours. 10 minutes extra, yeah, we can have a nap. That is our target. Okay, yeah. When the others are struggling, we just have a nap in the exam hall. You can relax for 10 minutes. So our target is to do it in 3 hours. Okay, even though you are getting 3 hours and 10 minutes in the paper. So one of the main reasons why we are doing past papers is to set timings, to improve on timings. Okay, how do you answer these questions? How much to write? What is enough and what is too much? What is not enough? To identify those, and how to write those amounts of things in the given or stipulated time period. That is why we are doing past papers. Without knowing why we are doing something, there's no point doing it, right? Simple as that. So we know why we are doing past papers. We are getting maximum benefits of the past papers, and when the revision and paper class starts, we will do target papers, target questions. And some of those target questions are gonna come in the exam, hopefully. Last time also I gave target questions. This time also I'm giving, and in your badge also I will definitely try to give. Right? That's the smart part that we will discuss later. Okay, we try to predict a couple of questions. Yeah, so we have done that before. I'll show you papers if you want. It's gonna happen this year as well, hopefully. Yeah, no guarantee, but we're trying our best. And next year also I will try my best to give some target questions that might come. Right? Okay. Right. So that is about the papers. Okay. About some features of the class. Then Budhe, the next feature of this class is, like I said before, grade 10 class is free for grade 11. We do map marking from the beginning. And the other thing is a complete resource center that we provide with you. That is a Google Drive. Okay, so the Google Drive Budhe has everything that you need. Okay, so I'm going to share a glimpse of the Google Drive right now with you Budhe. 1 second. So this is how your Google Drive will look. I'm especially talking to the new students, and it has been rearranged from the last year. Little bit, nice and clean and beautiful now. Better arranged, I would say. So you can see the Google Drive on screen now today. And then you can see, if you go to the Google Drive, the link of the Google Drive will be in your permanent group description. So once you have access to your email, you can access this. And here you can see the Zoom link to the class every week. We don't post Zoom links in the groups anymore. We only post them here. Even though you might, today was an exemption because today is a free seminar. So that is why we posted it in the group. But your Zoom link will go here. Then you have the tuts. You have all the recorded class links that you can access, all the previous recordings. And we have a dedicated map marking folder. Inside this, you can see all the printable maps, in PDF form. Then map marking sessions that we have done before, that will be tracked separately. We don't mix map marking with other stuff because map marking is serious business. Map marking is 9 marks out of 100 in your O levels. Okay, so almost 10% of your O level paper is map marking. We take it seriously in this class. And then you have all the past papers that you need. And you have the figures and figure tuts, figures all arranged in one tut and workbook. Then you have the exams. Okay, this is your favorite part, I know. Okay, and then you have the textbooks. For those who don't have textbooks, we have the PDF versions of the textbooks as well, just in case if you need, or if you want to study on the go, maybe you're traveling or you want to access through your phone. That is why we are giving this, right? So if you go to one of these folders, you can see, go to one of these folders, let's say recorded class links. So you can see all the grade 10 classes here that we did here. All the grade 10 classes links, arranged everything like, day by day with revision, special sessions and everything here. Then if you go to another folder, you can see the tuts. You can see all the tuts for all the 10 units in grade 10. So there will be another folder coming up here for grade 11 now. I will be rearranging that tomorrow. And then here we have the past papers, all the past papers, of all the years, soon will be joining is the 2025 paper here. So all the past papers from this syllabus can be seen here. And I hope that's enough. Yeah, okay, about the class. And also a few more things, few more features, okay, that only our class provides. That is the support. Okay. So there are several ways that we support our students, okay. The first thing is that we have a separate group to upload your work, which is called the work uploading group. It's a separate WhatsApp group from the main group. When we give you work like marking maps, answering essay type questions, you will upload it here for us to check. I will be checking it most of the time, or we will have volunteers who got A passes. There's a panel who are working, you know, as we speak, there are about 8 to 10 volunteers working with me who are my previous students, who are also A pass holders. So they are very good and they are very thorough and they are very updated about, you know, everything that is going on and the procedures and everything. So yeah, they will be helping you, right? Okay. Then Bhute, the next support, that is the main support that we give, right? We check your work, right? That is the main thing. And Bhute, the other support is one-to-one. If you have any issues, any doubts related to history or general studies, maybe you need any help in organizing yourself, planning stuff better, I'm ready to help you in that as well. So you can talk to me personally, you can text me, and we are ready to help you, right, in any way that we can. Okay, so that is the main types of support that we continue to provide in our class. And this support is almost, you know, 24/7. Whenever I'm available, I will definitely attend to your inquiries, and we will continue with that. This has been the same thing over the past several years. Even though the number of students are increasing, I was able to continue with that support. Okay, that's one of the main services that we provide to our students in the class, with the help of course, you know, volunteers or the panel who already got A passes for history in our previous years. You are seniors basically, so they will also come from time to time to support you and to guide you on certain things, right? So that maximum support you can expect from us, right? Okay. So Pudai, let's go for a break, and it's gonna be it is 9:12 now, so let's meet again at 9:20. And I wanted to show you a little bit about the paper, the structure of the paper. So we will quickly have a look at it after the break, and then we will get on with our grade 11 unit number 1, Industrial Revolution. Okay, yeah. Any questions, Pudai? Anybody wants to ask any questions?
I can.
Yes, anybody?
Sir, how many lessons are coming for first year?
Grade 11. Grade
Yeah.
11 first term is normally 2 lessons. You can do 3
Also,
also. Yeah, it depends, you know, end of the day, it depends. Okay, yeah.
okay, sir.
Nepute, we are not talking about terms, okay, in our class. We are not a school, Nepute. So in our class, we are looking at covering the syllabus in August. So 1 unit per month is our target, okay? We are not going with your schools. We are going with the O levels. Remember that very well. I am preparing you not for your school exams. Let me be very clear. I prepare you for your O levels. Okay. Yeah. I prepare you for the big exam. So I don't know how your school is doing it. I don't care also. End of the day. Let me be very clear, because it doesn't matter to us, because we are studying for the big exam. Okay. O levels. Because different schools have different methods, right? Yeah. Some schools have the academic year starting from September to August. Some schools January to December, like that. Okay. So we can't keep up with everybody, nobody. So we will follow our timetable, which is the O level timetable. Okay. We will target to cover everything before your O levels. Okay. Yeah. That is our goal.
Okay, sir.
Our goal is to take an A pass for your O levels. Okay. Yeah. But in the
Okay, sir.
meantime, you can do your, yeah, okay, no problem. Yeah, your question is answered, but I'm talking general things. Yeah, okay. So, but in the meantime, you do your school exams, you improve your grades in your school exams. You can identify where you stand and everything. That's a good practice end of the day. But your final goal is your O level results, right? So we prepare you for that big exam. Okay, right. Okay. Okay, one Puta is asking a question. This is the question that I hate the most. Okay, what time the class finishes? Pute, this class doesn't have timings. When I feel like I want to finish, I finish. When I feel like we have achieved the target for the day, we finish. So please don't ask that question. That question is the most hated question that I have. If you want to go Pute, go now, or go anytime you want. You can log out, right? You can watch the recording later. If you feel sleepy, Pute, don't stay in the class, because you are not learning anything, right? Not productive. That is why these classes are recorded and recordings are provided. If you feel sleepy now, please log out. No problem. Come back later and watch it, right? Because I will send you the recording. Don't ask what time the class finishes, please, because we are not a normal class, but we are an A club. Okay, we are class of kings.
We are here to get that A pass, so sometimes we might do 10, 15, 20 minutes extra. So be ready for that. Okay, everybody should be ready for that, right? Most of the time we do 15, 20 minutes extra, right? Okay. And we take a break also in between, so everything compensates for that. Can we do all the questions in part 2 without choosing? Pute, they are giving you 6 questions. You have to choose only 4 questions in part 2, for example. Why are you writing more questions? The first thing is you are not getting extra marks. If you write all questions, you are not getting extra marks. They will only mark the first 4 questions that you wrote. So choose wisely, use your head, choose the best 4 questions that you can answer, the best units that you can answer very well, the best 4 units that you studied very well, and answer those. Don't answer more than required. Okay. Yeah. You are not getting extra marks for answering more questions. Okay. Got it? Okay. We'll see you. Yeah. 9:17 now. Explaining that. 9:25. And 5 minutes, I will show you the paper a little bit. Of course, when we do past papers, we're going to discuss more about it. But I'll just show you the paper. Then we'll get into unit number 1 from grade 11. Okay. Yeah. 9:25. Okay, Uday. So welcome back. And I was going to show you like a small glimpse of the paper before we get started with unit number 1, right? And let me break the stream now. So it's gonna be a new stream. 1 second.